Reserve Bank of India is known as Bankers Bank and also Central Bank of India or Central Bank of our nation. As I said, this Reserve Bank of India had commenced its operations by April 1st, 1935. Primarily, Reserve Bank of India had established as a private institution by Britishers. The Reserve Bank of India, it is a monopoly. It is the only authority which have the right to issue currency notes to our country. Hello everybody, a warm welcome to one and all. I am Mr. Hemant Kumar from the Department of Commerce and Management, Vidhyaashram First Grade College, MYSURU, the Temple of Excellence. Today we are going with the subject Banking Law and Practice, that is session 1 of Unit 4 for first semester BCom students. Right? Today we are going with a new concept. It is about Bankers Bank, Central Bank of India. It is none other than Reserve Bank of India. This is the agenda of today's session. We are going with the concept of establishment of Reserve Bank of India and also preamble of Reserve Bank of India and Central and Local Board of Reserve Bank of India. These are the 4 topics that we need to cover in today's session. Establishment of Reserve Bank of India. So, in terms of establishment, it is very important question in the exam point of view, and also it is going to benefit, means this information is updated information, it is going to benefit in your future. Okay, so when it comes in terms of Reserve Bank of India is known as Bankers Bank and also Central Bank of India or Central Bank of our nation. Okay, so why this Reserve Bank is known as Central Bank? Because it is going to regulate all the functions of all the commercial bank which had registered under Banking Regulation Act 1949, which comes under Reserve Bank of India. Means whatever the banking company that is available in India, those companies should follow the instruction that is given by Reserve Bank of India. Hence, Reserve Bank of India is the governing body to all the banking companies which is located in India. Right? It is called as Central Bank. When it comes in terms of establishment of Reserve Bank of India, primarily it had established as a private institution by British in our country. Okay, later it get nationalized in the year 1949 under the Banking Regulation Act 1949, and it had undertaken by Government of India completely. Right? I repeat, primarily Reserve Bank of India had established as a private institution by Britishers. Okay, and later Banking Regulation Act 1949 had nationalized the Reserve Bank of India, and after nationalization of RBI, the complete Reserve Bank of India was undertaken by Government of India. Right? So, when Reserve Bank of India was established? Reserve Bank of India was established on 1st April 1935 with the accordation of Banking Regulation Act 1934. Please note down this point, students. Reserve Bank of India had established in the year 1935 on 1st April with the accordance of Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. The Reserve Bank of India was set up on the basis of recommendation that is given by Hilton Young Commission. Okay, so this Hilton Young is a British officer who had established the Royal Commission in India. Okay, this Royal Commission had built a framework for establishment of Reserve Bank of India. Right? So it is a contribution that is given by the British officer that we call it as a Hilton Young. Okay, the contribution that is given by his committee that we call it as a Hilton Young Commission. Right? When Reserve Bank of India was established in 1935, the head office of Reserve Bank of India was located in Calcutta, and later after 2 years it had shifted to Bombay in the year 1937. Okay, at the beginning it had located in Calcutta, that is central office, and later it had shifted for Bombay in the year 1937 as per the convenience. The central office of Reserve Bank of India had located in Bombay, where the proceedings of the governor of Reserve Bank of India, current governor of Reserve Bank of India is Shakti Kant Das. Okay, so for formulation of policies, means related to the Reserve Bank of India, it may be monetary policy, it may be any kind of the policy, it may be its norms, and the solutions for the difficult situation will be decided in Bombay. The Reserve Bank of India Act 1934 provided Reserve Bank of India to work on the statutory basis. What is this statutory basis? Means all the norms, all the regulations, all the rules that the Reserve Bank of India it is going to follow as per the law, as per the Banking Regulation Act, as per the Reserve Bank of India Act, means it is going to follow on the statutory basis. And as I said, this Reserve Bank of India had commenced its operations by April 1st, 1935. When it comes in terms of governors of Reserve Bank of India, Sir Shaktikant Das is the current governor of Reserve Bank of India who had been appointed by central government, and the first governor of Reserve Bank of India was Sir Osborne Smith. As I said, when the Reserve Bank of India had established primarily as a private institution by Britishers. He is a British governor that is appointed by British to Reserve Bank of India. Means he had rendered his services to Reserve Bank of India from 1st April 1935, that is when the establishment of Reserve Bank of India had happened, to June 30, 1937. Means a first British governor had rendered his service from 1st April 1935 to June 30, 1937, right? And later, the first Indian governor was Sir Chintaman Dwaraknath Deshmukh, was the first Indian governor of Reserve Bank of India. Okay, he had started his operations from 1934. He had appointed as a governor of Reserve Bank of India in the year 1943. The preamble of Reserve Bank of India. So, when it comes in terms of a preamble of Reserve Bank of India, it is going to explain all the functions of Reserve Bank of India. As we say, the preamble of a Constitution of India, right? So it is going to explain all the functional areas of a constitution, right? So here in this preamble, it is going to represent the functions of Reserve Bank of India. So here, if they ask this question in your final exam, that you are supposed to go with the same format, that is going to start with to regulate the issue of banknotes. Okay, it is going to end till objective of growth. Okay, so you are supposed to go with the same format, you are supposed to use the same word in the same format. Okay, nothing will be changed. Okay, you are not supposed to go with your own words when it comes in terms of preamble. While explaining the preamble, you can explain by your own words, right? So this is a preamble of Reserve Bank of India, right? So I had splitted the preamble as per my convenience to explain you students. Okay, so when it comes in terms of a preamble of Reserve Bank of India, I had splitted the concept into 5 groups. Okay, in group number 1, what we are going to know, to regulate the issue of banknote. It is a function of Reserve Bank of India to regulate the issue of currency note. Means Reserve Bank of India, it is a monopoly, it is the only authority which have the right to issue currency notes to our country, right? Keeping of reserves, right? So as I explained, Reserve Bank of India, before manufacturing the note, it is going to keep a reserve in a stock. Means whatever the note that is printed by Reserve Bank of India, it must keep the same worth of gold or foreign currency in a stock, right? So it is the instruction that is given by Banking Regulation Act to maintain the stability or the economic status of our nation with the view to secure monetary stability, right? So why Reserve Bank of India, it is going to keep a reserve, it may be gold or it may be a foreign exchange, to maintain a monetary stability in our nation. Generally, to operate the currency, Reserve Bank of India have a complete right to operate the currency. It is the only authority which have a right on operation of currency. Reserve Bank of India also maintain the credit system of our nation. It is the advantage of Reserve Bank of India where it is going to control the credit system of our nation. And Reserve Bank of India have the authority to formulate the monetary policy of our nation, right? So it is going to formulate the monetary policy framework to maintain the economic stability of our nation, where they had called the economic stability or the variations, that is complex economy. Okay, so complex economy means it is not stable. It keep on changing from one time to another time, right? So the rupees value, it may be the dollars value. So it is a complex economy. To maintain, to manage the complex economy, it had formulated the monetary policy that we call it as a modern monetary policy. It is the obligation of Reserve Bank of India. And lastly, it is the objective of a Reserve Bank of India to maintain the price stability of our currency. Okay, so it must maintain the price stability. So why it is going to keep a reserve, it may be in terms of gold or a foreign exchange, to maintain a price stability. So if there is no price stability, it may lead for inflation or deflation of our nation. In the viewpoint of a growth of our nation, it is going to maintain or manage the price stability of Indian currency. Central Board of Reserve Bank of India. As I said, this Reserve Bank of India is the regulatory body to govern all the banks that is situated in India. Okay, but there is a board which is going to govern the Reserve Bank of India. Means whatever the decision that must be taken, that is from the end of the board. Whatever the instruction that is given by the central board must follow by the Reserve Bank of India, right? Hence we can say that it is a administrative authority, it is a decision making authority of Reserve Bank of India. So whatever the decision that must be taken, that is from the end of central board with the cooperation and coordination of central government of India. The Reserve Bank of India's affairs and policies will be governed by Central Board of Directors. So when it comes in terms of organization, there must be something called BOD, that is Board of Director. Every organization have its own board of director. Hence, Reserve Bank of India also have its own board of director, where they are going to govern all the functions of Reserve Bank of India. They are going to make decisions that must be taken as a precaution for the future. When it comes in terms of organization, there must be one governing body which must give the instruction to whole organization, right? Whether it is a profit organization or non-profit organization. Each and every organization have the administrative body or the top level management or the top authority, which is known as decision making authority. That is nothing but board of directors, right? So each and every organization have its own board and also their directors, right? So when it comes in terms of Reserve Bank of India also have the board of director, that we call it as a Central Board of Reserve Bank of India. Okay, so when it comes in terms of a central board, the complete Reserve Bank of India will be controlled by the Central Board of RBI. Okay, so the complete authority, the complete governance of a Reserve Bank of India will be made by Central Board of Reserve Bank of India. So as I say, all the banks of India will be governed by Reserve Bank of India, but this Reserve Bank of India will be governed by Central Board of Directors. Who are all the members of a central board and how they are selected and what is the tenure of the directors? Okay, so when it comes in terms of a central board, it is headed by a single person. We call him as a governor. Okay, governor of Reserve Bank of India. As I said, Sir Shaktikant Das is the current governor of Reserve Bank of India. So there will be one governor of Reserve Bank of India. Okay, so there is a one number of governor of RBI. Under one governor, there are 4 deputy governors. Okay, so one governor and 4 deputy governors for the period of 5 years, which is appointed by Government of India. This governor and deputy governor will be appointed by Government of India. And under deputy governors, there are 14 directors. Okay, so 14 directors. It is not actually 14, it is 10 plus 4 directors. Okay, so it is 10 plus 4 directors. 10 directors will be appointed by Government of India for the period of 4 years. Okay, 10 directors will be appointed by Government of India for the period of 4 years from the different streams. Okay, so from the different streams that they are get appointed. Say for an example, one is from the economic background, one is from the rural background, and another from the agricultural background, right? So there are some IPS officers. Okay, so they had been appointed from the different backgrounds, and remaining 4 directors will be appointed by local board. Okay, so remaining 4 directors, they are going to consider as a directors by the local board for the tenure of 5 years, which is appointed by central government. It is the obligation as per the law to conduct a meeting. As per the norms, it is going to say the central board have to meet at least 6 times in a year. Okay, the central board must conduct a board of directors meeting at least 6 times in a year. Means, according to Banking Regulation Act, the board must conduct at least 6 meetings per annum. Within the financial year, it must conduct 6 meetings. The governor must call the meeting whenever it is required. Means, whenever the governor is going to send the circular to all the directors, means the meeting will be conducted. Whenever it is required, the governor have the complete authority to conduct a meeting. And when it comes in terms of a local board, there are 4 members who had located in 4 regions of our country. One is Mumbai, Calcutta, Chennai and New Delhi. So these are the 4 places that 4 directors they are located. In each and every board, means in each and every city, whether it is a Mumbai, Calcutta, Chennai and New Delhi, in each and every city there are 5 members that is appointed by Government of India in each and every board to regulate all the activities, to regulate the instruction that is given by central board. Okay, so there are 5 members in each and every board, that is totally 20 members. Okay, 5 4s are 20. So there are 4 board in India, that is local board that we call. Okay, so the 4 board totally they do have a 20 members, which is headed by a single person for each and every board, right? So as I said, there are 14 directors. Okay, so 4 directors are from the local board. Under each and every director, each and every individual director, there are 5 members that is appointed by Government of India. Totally 20 members from 4 different regions. So what are their duties and responsibilities? They have the right to advise the central board of Reserve Bank of India for local issues or the local matters. Whatever the decision that is made by the central board of directors in Reserve Bank of India, the function of the local board is to advise the central board regarding the decision making authority. When it comes in terms of next session, we are going with functions of Reserve Bank of India, monetary authority of Reserve Bank of India, the Reserve Bank of India as a regulator and supervisor of financial system. These are the 3 topics that we need to cover in next session. Thank you.